right.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good afternoon once again. Now let's get back to the question that we were doing. We were doing the difference between the eastern coastal plains and the western coastal plains, right? Write two differences between the eastern.
Yes, ma'am.
So how much have you written? Children, if you'll see in your WhatsApp group in the morning, after the morning class, I have sent the question answers of chapter 12. I have sent the PDF. After this class, you can check the question answers from there and do it. But that does not mean I have not done the last answer over there, because I knew if I'll give you in advance, you will not do in the class. I have not sent the last one. So that has to be done now. Krisha, unmute yourself and speak. Okay. So the next question that we have is, write two differences between the eastern coastal plain and the western coastal plain. First of all, we will talk about the location. Where is the eastern coastal plain located and where is the western coastal plain located? And then the second difference, we can talk about the rivers that flow through these two different regions, because the rivers are different on the eastern side and on the western side. So shall we begin?
Ma'am, please tell the answer 3.
Yes, I'm typing.
Yes, ma'am.
Begin your answer from the eastern coastal plain lies between. Start your answer.
The eastern coastal plain lies between.
Put yourself on mute.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I will check the PDF when you send. Ma'am, but in my copy, I done why was the Indira Gandhi canal built by the government and water sand dunes. But
Okay. After these sand dunes, you have to do short answer type. Okay. After these two questions, yes.
Ma'am, I will write this in answer in brief.
Yes.
Ma'am, but I will check in PDF. There was not these
Yes,
questions.
beta, in the PDF, I have not written those two questions because they were done in between on when we were doing classes on the WhatsApp group. I had given you these two questions in between. Now, in continuation to those two questions, you have to start doing these questions. That is answer in brief.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
I have sent in the chat box. The eastern coastal plains lie between the Eastern Ghats and the, oh God, beta, brother, don't write it, don't write it. I wish I could just erase this. Beta, don't write it. It should be the eastern coastal plains lie between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. It should not be Western Ghats. Are you getting me, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
The above answer is wrong. Don't type it. Oh, don't write it. I'm retyping the answer, okay? The eastern coastal plains lie between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. And the western coastal plains lie between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. This is point number 1.
Ma'am, the answer 3.1 in the chat box.
Yes, all the complete answer is in the chat box.
Ma'am, the rivers that flow in the
No, beta.
western coastal plain.
Read from there. The eastern coastal plains lie between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay
Yes,
of
ma'am.
Bengal. The answer
Ma'am, the
begins.
eastern coastal plains are lie between the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is the answer 3?
Beta, I have typed in the chat box. Have you not found the answer in the chat box?
No, ma'am.
Yes. See, I have typed again. Answer 3. The eastern coastal plains lie between. Have you found the answer now?
Ma'am, there are 3 points.
No, there are only 2 points. The first is about the location. Second is about the rivers that flow through these plains.
Number 3 भेजो सीधे.
Children, why are you
Ma'am.
not able to get it? Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, please send question number 1 and 2 also.
No, I will not send now. I sent it in the morning. I can't send again and again the same answers, beta. You have to be very particular about all this. When all other children can do, then why can't you do? For the last time, I'm sending answer 3. Now I have sent those who are not able to do it or were not able to do it. I have already sent the PDF of this chapter in your class group. You can check on WhatsApp. Written?
Yes, ma'am, written. Yes, ma'am, written.
Everybody, shall we move on to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Read out the next
No, ma'am.
question.
Ma'am, please wait.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I read out question?
Yes, read out.
Write a short note on the island of India.
Very nice. Can you name the two group of islands? Can you name any one of you?
Andaman and Nicobar Island and
Very nice.
Lakshadweep Island.
Very nice.
Andaman and Nicobar Island is lies in Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Island lies in Arabian Sea.
Very good. So when we begin writing the short note on the islands of India, first of all, we will name that there are two groups of islands. There are two groups of islands in India. See children, I have written one point. There are two groups of islands in India, Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. Then what is the next point, children, we can include? Can anybody tell me? What is the next point that we can include? Can we talk about the crops that grow in this area?
Rice.
Yes. So the main crop that grows in this area is rice. Then what else can we talk about? Can we talk about the climate?
The climate is hot and humid in summer and mild in winters.
Yes. So I have typed 3 points. You have to write these 3 points in this answer. Can you all see answer number 4 typed in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Done? Or still doing, children?
Ma'am, I have done.
Very nice.
Ma'am,
Anushka, now when you have completed your work, start underlining and highlighting all the important points. Make your work as beautiful as you can.
Ma'am, Srishti is not doing any work.
Srishti is not
She
doing
just
any
watching a videos.
Srishti, are you doing your work?
Not doing it, her work.
Srishti, are you doing any work or not?
I'm just wait. I have opened the video, then you can see. आओ इधर काम करने बैठो फटाफट बैठो जल्दी
Ma'am, give me 5 minutes to done.
To do. Give me 5 minutes to do.
जल्दी करो
Srishti, put your mic on mute. Put your phone on mute mode.
Ma'am, there are 3 points in answer 4.
There are 3 points. Yes, beta.
Okay, ma'am.
All of you children, put your videos on. Why are your videos off? Pratishtha, put your video on. Adeshika. Children, I'm calling out your names. See if I'm missing any name. Arif Sharma, Karthik, Advika, Nihit, Harsh, Krishav, Noel, Navira, Shreyansh Patel, Pratishtha, Adeshika, Avika, Srishti, Shaurya, Apurva, Atharv, Mahendru, Virat, and Noel. Noel, I have repeated 2 times. Done. So now done?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please wait. Ma'am, please wait.
Okay.
Ma'am, now what we have to do?
Now we are waiting for children to finish their work. Have you all done? All of you have finished?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So children, let's wait. Now children, done? Is it done or not?
I'm done.
Good. So let's just do a quick revision of the chapter. The chapter was India and its landforms. So how can you divide the landforms of India? Tell me the names of different landforms. Tell me.
Mountains, northern plains, the desert region,
Very nice.
the plateau, the coastal region, and the islands.
Very nice. So these are the 6 geographical regions in which India has been divided. Children, there is any doubt in this chapter? Anything that you have not understood?
No, ma'am.
No. Now we have done it so many times that I feel that it is one of the easiest chapters in the book. Do you also feel the same way, or you found the question answers difficult? Were they fine?
And we feel the question answer easy.
Yes, the question answers are easy. And now the concept.
The question answers are easy.
Good, good, good. Now you have to learn them really well, because in your next unit test, I'm going to include this chapter, India Physical Divisions. Just mark it. We are going to have this chapter in our unit 2. Then let's come on to the next chapter now. Major rivers of India. Advika Gupta, do you have your book?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Advika Gupta, can you start reading the chapter? On everybody,
Yes,
open up your books to page number 83.
Ma'am, 83.
Yes.
Ma'am, open.
Opened?
Yes, ma'am.
Now Advika will read the chapter from Let's Learn About. What are we going to learn in this chapter? Let's see.
Okay, ma'am. Let's learn about the major river flowing through India. Perennial and non-perennial rivers.
Very nice. Very good. Then start off reading with the chapter. Everybody put your videos on. I want to see everyone active on screen.
India is a land with many rivers. Some rise in the northern Himalayas. Others have their source in the range in central or southern India. Most of these rivers have dams built across them to produce
Hydroelectric power.
Hydroelectric power from irrigation.
Beta, for irrigation. For irrigation.
For irrigation and also to provide water during the dry season.
That's it. That's all. That's all. That's all. Avika Agarwal, will you read out the same paragraph? Now everybody just keep your concentration on the paragraph and try to understand what is written. Avika, unmute yourself and speak. Avika, can you hear me? Yes.
Which paragraph?
Beta, the same paragraph, page number 83, the beginning of the chapter. India is a land of many rivers.
India is a land of many rivers. Some rise in the northern Himalayas. Others have their source in the ranges in the central of southern India.
Okay, stop. Now children, see, we have got many rivers in India. Some of the rivers originate from where? From the northern Himalayas. They rise in the northern Himalayas. While some rivers are where? Tell me, what did you hear? Some rise in the northern Himalayas while others rise. Very good, Shaurya.
In dams.
No, beta, not in dams. Others rise in the ranges in central or southern India. Now, all the rivers are not from the northern Himalayas. Some rise in the central part of India as well. Okay? I thought Shaurya Gangwar was about to speak. I thought he was ready to give the answer. So I said, very good, Shaurya. Okay. Then next. Most of these rivers have dams built across them. Now, why are dams built on rivers? Can you tell me? Most of these rivers have got dams built across them. What is the purpose of building these dams?
Ma'am, the purpose of building dam to get
hydroelectric power.
Very nice. To get hydroelectric power. And why do we need hydroelectric power? We need this hydroelectric power for irrigation and also to provide water in the dry seasons. Some of the rivers become dry in summers. So because of these dams, what do we get? We get water during the dry seasons. There are two reasons why these dams are built. Fine. Is it clear? If it's clear, show me a thumbs up.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, who is going to read the next paragraph? Adeshika Gangwar. Adeshika Gangwar, read.
Two kinds of rivers that flow through the land. The first kind has water throughout the year, like the Ganga, the Yamuna, and the Kaveri. These are called perennial rivers. The rivers that get water only during the monsoon or rainy season are called non-perennial or seasonal rivers.
Very nice. That's all, beta. Now we have got two kinds of rivers, perennial and non-perennial rivers. There are rivers in India which have water throughout the year. There are rivers which have water throughout the year. They do not get dry up. They do not get dried up. But there are some rivers that get dried up in the summer season. So the rivers which have water throughout the year are called which rivers?
Ma'am, Ganga, Yamuna,
Yes.
and Kaveri.
Yes, the names of
Ma'am,
these...
Ganga, Yamuna and Kaveri.
Very good. The names of the rivers are Ganga, Yamuna and Kaveri. But the rivers that have water throughout the year are called perennial rivers. These kind of rivers are called perennial rivers. And those rivers who do not have water throughout the year, they get dry during some season. They are called which rivers? Non-perennial rivers.
Rivers.
They get water in the monsoon. They get water in the monsoon season. These rivers that get dried up and get water again through rainfall are called non-perennial rivers. Now, which are the non-perennial rivers? The Tapi and the Narmada. They are rain-fed rivers. Rain-fed means
Yes,
they get filled up because of rain. And Ganga, Yamuna and Kaveri are snow-fed rivers. What are they?
Snow-fed rivers.
Snow-fed rivers.
Snow-fed rivers.
Very nice. Each river has a river basin, which is an area of land around it with streams running in it. Again, each river has got what? Each river has got a river basin, which is an area of land around it. Around the river, there is an area of land with streams running in it. Look at the map of India given on the next page showing the major rivers. Now, before moving on to the next page, let's read the last line, the green earth. Rivers are the lifeline of the regions to which they belong. We must keep them clean. What are rivers? Rivers are lifelines to the areas to which they belong. Why? Because the people start depending on those rivers. So they are called the lifelines of the regions to which they belong. And we must keep the rivers clean. That you all know. Now, on page number 84, See, we have the main rivers, the major rivers of India. All the rivers, those are marked in green color, are the major rivers of India. Who will read them out? Apurva Gangwar is going to read all these major rivers. All the rivers marked in green color, beta, on page number 84 in the map. You have to name all these rivers. Which are these rivers, Apurva?
The Ganga.
Beta, start from the northernmost river. Which is the northernmost river on page number 84, marked in green?
The Indus.
Very good. Ghagra. Ghagra.
Ghagra.
Yes.
Ganga.
Ganga. Yamuna.
Yamuna.
Then
Son.
Son. It's called Son.
Son.
Yes. Then
Mandira Dam.
no, beta, only. Okay. All right. That I have marked in green color. Yes. Then we have Mandira Dam. Then all right. I will read out. Children, I am going to read out the major rivers of India. Just look into the map very carefully. All of you look into your books. Starting from the north, we have Indus. You can just color it. If you have a color, or just underline with your pencils. Indus River. Then moving down, we have below Nepal, we have Ghagra, Ganga, Yamuna. Then on the right hand side, we have Son River. Then again, we have Ganga. And on the easternmost side, we have Brahmaputra. Can you all see? Brahmaputra. Yes. Then let's move on the left hand side of the map. Near the state Gujarat, we have this river Mahi. Can you see Mahi? M-A-H-I?
Yes.
Then we have Narmada.
Yes, ma'am.
Mark Mahi, mark Narmada. Then we have Tapi.
Then where is?
Where is?
Ma'am, Tapi.
Tapi is
Narmada.
below Narmada. Then below Tapi, we have Godavari. It's written Tapti. I'm calling it Tapi. Both are same. Tapi and Tapti. Narmada, Tapi, Godavari. Then below Godavari, we have Krishna. And on the right hand side, near the Bay of Bengal, see, it is written Mahanadi. Have you found out Mahanadi?
Ma'am, where is Mahanadi?
Mahanadi, see, near the Bay of Bengal, on the left hand side.
Yes.
Everybody is able to locate all these rivers?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So these are the major rivers of our country. Who will name these rivers now? Tell me.
Ma'am, I can. Ma'am, I.
Yes, Krishav Sahani will name these rivers. Krishav Sahani.
Ma'am, Indus.
Yes, Indus.
Ma'am, Ganga.
Okay.
Ma'am, Mahi.
Yes.
Tapi.
Okay.
Narmada.
Very good.
Godavari.
Very good.
Bay of Bengal.
Yes. Bay of Bengal? Why Bay of Bengal? Bay of Bengal.